Hi, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are in a brand new empty world, and that is because I wanted to show something to you. I will explain why there is a horse in this little basket that I made over here. Because today we're going to talk about a mod for a Minecraft beta, and this mod has been around forever. Like, I think it's been around for more than 10 years. And this was also my very first mod that I installed myself back when I was playing Minecraft Beta, you know, when it actually came out. And this mod is called DrZhark's Mo Creatures mod. And basically, as the name implies, this mod adds a bunch more creatures to your world. These include friendly creatures, but also hostile mobs, and it just adds a lot of variation, and it's a bunch of fun. So I thought I'd go through the whole list of creatures with you guys today, and maybe talk a little bit about how to install it. So yeah, DrZhark's Mo Creatures mod, it adds a bunch of creatures, and I think the reason that this mod is so great is because in my opinion, it ties in perfectly with the vanilla gameplay of Minecraft. I feel like with mods, when you're just looking, you know, to add more content to your vanilla playthrough, a lot of mods can kind of disrupt that vanilla feeling of your world by adding bizarre stuff. One example is the Mo Creeps and Weirdos mod, which is obviously very cool, and I love that, but not everybody wants like aliens and robots in their world, and I say for those people, this is the mod that you need to install. Mo Creatures is very vanilla friendly, I would say. So yeah, let's start by showing off some of the mobs that this mod introduces. So I have a list besides me with a bunch of names of animals that I'm going to try to spawn. So let's see, spawn duck. There we go. This is the first one. As you can see, this duck looks a lot... Wow, he keeps turning away. Don't stop doing that. Okay. This duck looks a lot like the chicken from the normal Minecraft, and I don't know, it's just like it looks like a reskin of the chicken, and I think that's exactly what it is. It doesn't really do anything other than the fact then that it makes duck sounds, and it just flaps and jumps around happily, which I think is really cool. I don't know, it's just one more creature to add to the world of Minecraft, and it doesn't really do anything, but it doesn't have to, because it's just a duck. I think it just drops feathers when you kill it, if you would want to. But yeah, that's it. A tiny creature, love it. So let's move on to the next one, and that is a bunny. Obviously, these are in Minecraft now, I believe, but they... Oh, please don't kill yourself. Is he gonna be all... Are you... Do you know how to breathe underwater? Is this alright? I'm not sure if he's supposed to do that. Anyway, oh. So that was the duck. Or I mean the bunny. Yeah, so they don't do a lot. Did it drop anything? I'm not sure if it dropped anything. But yeah, like the duck, it doesn't really add anything other than just being cute. And I think a lot of the mobs that I'm showing now don't really add anything. We'll get to that later on when we get to the actual like hostile mobs. So let's spawn in another one. This time we will spawn in a bird. These are also in a new Minecraft now, but these are actually a bit different. They are loud as hell. They are very colorful, and you can't actually tame them. So they just fly around, and they actually will move away from you if you approach them. But yeah, they're just very fun. They add a lot of nice ambience, I think. If you have watched the episodes of my beta playthrough, you'll notice like a lot of nice cozy bird sounds in the background, and those are not like fake. Those are from the actual bird mobs that are, you know, just hanging about. So I think these are really nice. They add a lot of ambience, and this is only one variation, but there are a bunch. Let me see if I can just go somewhere else real quickly and just spawn a couple more. Let's spawn... is it with a capital? Yeah, let's spawn 5. So here you can see that's a crow. And then there's all these red ones and blue ones. And they all make different sounds as well, which is really cool. Like you can already hear the difference in ambience when I'm just walking here. So I love these things. I think they add so much atmosphere to the game. So let's go back and spawn in the last of the quote-unquote friendly ones. Yeah, the birds might not like what I'm about to do. But there's also a fox. And a fox likes to... Oh god. It likes to chase around the birds and eat them. I mean, man's gotta eat, so can't really blame him. Other than that, he doesn't really attack you. But yeah, he's sort of a predator towards the other friendly mobs, which is really cool, I think, because that makes it so that they kind of interact with each other, which makes them all just a bit more believable. Also, the sound is really cool. I think I read somewhere that I haven't really heard a fox in real life at any moment, but I've heard that they sound like screams, and that a lot of the horror stories from back in the days with like reports of a female screaming in a forest would actually just be a fox, because it sounds exactly like a woman screaming. So I think that's quite interesting. Let's make it daytime again. Okay, so those are all the friendly mobs, right? Now, let's move it up a notch. There are also some daytime mobs that are not exactly hostile, but they're not friendly either. I call them neutral. And this is a boar. It looks a lot like a pig, but it's a bit different, because you see it's completely fine when I'm, you know, having my distance. But when I actually get close to it, he will start to attack me. He doesn't like that, so yeah, stay away from those. I'm gonna have to kill it, otherwise it's gonna ruin the video. I'm sorry, guys. So that's the boar. Then there's another one called a bear, of course. And the bear, it sounds very scary and it looks really scary, but he's all quite alright. Like he doesn't mind me being there. Even if I walk up to him, he doesn't really mind me. But if you attack him, he will annihilate you. They do so much damage, so just keep him on your friendly side, and then they'll be a-okay. However, he has a little cousin called the polar bear, and I think, oh, yeah, no. So polar bears are not cool. They are not cool at all. Can I just make him walk into this? Ah, that's perfect. Yeah, that kind of works. He has a lot of HP, actually. Damn, that took a long time. So that just goes to show that you have to keep him on your good side. Let's move on. So those are the neutral ones. I guess the polar bear counts as a hostile one. Maybe I should give myself some bread so I can heal. There we go. So those are... Oh, okay, right. Now it's time for daytime hostile enemies. The first one is a lion. And for some reason you have to spell it like this. Oh, there he is. Yeah, so these are lions. You know what? I'm gonna turn off fly. Now you can't hurt me. So as you can see, lions are super aggressive. They don't like you at all. They don't want to be friendly towards you at all. So you gotta watch out for them. They will spawn during the day and they will attack you. So yeah, I think they drop leather. I'm not sure. And they attack all the other creatures as well. So just keep out of their sight. Maybe we should spawn all the hostile ones in the water so they don't come chasing us. So that's the lion. Then there is also a wolf. So obviously wolves were added in Minecraft at 1.4 and you could tame them, but in Mo Creatures they are not friendly at all. They make super creepy sounds and yeah, they are just out to get you. They have red eyes as well, which is kind of funny, seeing as how the wolves in actual vanilla Minecraft also get red eyes once they turn aggressive. So I wonder if somebody picked that up from this mod. Oh, look at that. A baby horse. And according to this mod, baby horses are about as big as birds, which is kind of interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking at my list right now to see if we've talked about everything. Yeah, so we've talked about daytime, friendly, neutral, and hostile mobs. So now I think it is time to move on to the more wild, interesting creatures. So this is going to be a new category. I'm just going to move a bit away from all of this friendly stuff because these are quite intense. This category is called ogres, and there are three types of ogres. There's the default one, which is just an ogre, and he looks like this. He is extremely big, as you can see. He is extremely scary, and I don't know why, but he is friendly for now, but I don't think they are supposed to be friendly. Or maybe it's a daytime, nighttime kind of thing. But you'll see that if I attack him, he gets super angry, and he starts demolishing everything. You can't really see it right now, but oh yeah, look at that. Even if you go inside your house to shelter from him, he will mess you up. Does this work? Yeah, okay. Got rid of him. Also, the sound is so scary, I can't get over it. Then there's a variation on it called the Fire Ogre. So, the Fire Ogre looks like this. So he's very similar to the other one, except he looks a little bit more like a devil. It looks like he can't survive the daytime. Maybe it has to do with the sunlight or something. But he's pretty similar to the ogre, except for the fact that he also sets stuff on fire. So if you encounter him at night, you make him angry, he will set the forest on fire and ruin your entire world. So that's why I have disabled him. Oh, maybe actually that's why he despawns probably. You can adjust the property files and decide which mobs spawn and which don't. And I disabled this one just for the fact that I'm super afraid of it setting my entire world on fire. But there's actually another one, and this is the Cave Ogre. He's also a variation. He looks kind of like a, what's it called, Cyclops? I think so. And I think if you kill these ones, they actually drop diamonds. But they are also just very, very aggressive. Like you don't want to run into these in a cave. I have run into these, and they will just destroy the entire cave just to kill you. So those are the ogres. I think they are fantastic. They are so interesting and actually scary to run into because they're so big. And you also don't run into them that often. Like they will catch me off guard in a cave, and I think that just adds to the tension of going in a cave. Now, let me take a sip of my tea first. Ah, that's good. I've been getting into Earl Grey tea. In my head, Earl Grey was always super boring because it's like the default tea that people drink. But you know, I've come to appreciate it. Maybe it's because I am becoming an adult now. So anyway, now let's move on to nighttime. So it's nighttime now, and it's time to actually. Can I give myself some torches? Torch. Does that work? Yeah. Just so we can see a little bit. Want to keep you guys in the loop. Okay, so time for some nighttime mobs. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Wraith. And the Wraith looks like this. He is extremely scary. It's kind of like the mentor from Harry Potter. They are extremely fast, as you can see. So if you are playing like without mods and you're just walking, they will catch up to you, and they can fly, so it is very hard to escape from them. They do a lot of damage, and they will fuck you up. So watch out for these things. I think they're super cool, and I think they tie in with the universe a little bit. They fall into the same kind of undead category as skeletons, zombies, and that sort of thing. So I think it's a super creative but fitting mob for this game. Then there's another one called the Flame Wraith, and I've also disabled this one, so I'm not sure if he will actually survive. But yeah, he looks about the same, except that he's a bit red, and he will set you on fire. So I have disabled these ones for the same reason as the Fire Ogres, just because he is so fast. Can you look at this? Maybe I can let him. Yeah, so that's what happens. He will set you on fire. So extremely dangerous. Yeah, I like these variations. I think the fire variations are very cool. I just wish that they would have no impact on whether they would actually set blocks on fire, because that just, yeah, refrains me from having them in my world at all. Then there is one last one, which is very interesting. And I think we actually need to go back to the daytime for this one, because this is a bit of a special one. It is a werewolf. And during the day, he will look like this. Just a regular old man, right? And I don't know if he says anything. I don't think he actually has any voice lines, which I think is cool. Because I've talked about this in the previous videos, but I like the fact that you're a bit like alone in Minecraft, so to speak. By the way, the fog is being so weird. There we go. That's much better. So yeah, during the day he's fine, but if we go into nighttime... Oh, there's another one there. Yeah, they transform. They sound super creepy. And now they have turned into werewolves, which are extremely big, and they are dangerous, and they will mess you up if you let them. And the special thing about these ones is that you can't just kill them. I can punch them. And, oh, it looks like I can't even punch them, but normally if you have a sword you can punch them. And it will look as if you are dealing damage to them, but actually you can only deal damage to these creatures, with a golden sword, which I think, because there's no silver in Minecraft, and normally I think the thing is with werewolves that you need like silver weapons to actually kill them. So yeah, I think that's a nice little twist, and I think that is also a very cool addition, because I think golden tools in Minecraft don't really have any purpose. They break extremely fast, and there's not really any reason to have them. But so in this mod, it is actually useful to carry a golden sword with you at all times, just in case you run into a werewolf. And also, if you choose not to do that, it also adds a nice dynamic, because it is the only mob that you cannot kill. So you just have to figure something out. You're gonna have to escape, or, you know, just run for your life, which is, you know, changes it up a little bit, instead of having a very good sword and just being able to tackle every single creature, you know. Same goes for the Ogre as well. They're just so daunting, and they destroy so much that you really need to think creatively in order to, yeah, fight them, which I really like. So now that we have discussed all of these creatures, I want to talk about one more, which is the horse. And the horse is pretty interesting. So I just spawned 10, and there are a bunch of variations, right? There's like your average, you know, brown and black horses, yellow. This is not really yellow, I don't know what that is. But then there's also this one, the unicorn, which I actually have in my survival world. And I think they have like a 3% chance of spawning. And then there is this one called the Pegasus. And I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that Pegasus is a Greek mythical creature, which is basically just a horse with wings that can fly. I don't know the background of it, because I haven't really studied Greek mythology ever. I think there's one more called a Nightmare, so what I'm gonna do now is just spawn 50 of them and see if we can get lucky. That looks so weird. Alright, let's see. I can't really see it, but as you can see, there is so much variation in the models, which I think is really cool. Now, the cool thing about the Pegasus is that when you're playing vanilla Minecraft, right, normally you can't fly. You just do this. Wait, what? Set speed, reset. There you go. So normally in vanilla Minecraft you move like this, right? Oh, it feels so slow now. Is it actually? I'm not sure if this is the same speed. But having a Pegasus, it allows you to actually, you know, fly around and traverse the world, which is honestly super cool. I think, you know, the ability to fly adds a lot. It allows you to explore in different ways. And I think the Pegasus is a way that doesn't feel too off or something. I feel like this is just the border of what could be considered like vanilla friendly. Oh no, please watch out for the cactus. And I think it's really cool. Obviously horses are in Minecraft now, so it's a bit unnecessary nowadays. But for the time, you know, like this is beta 1.2, and I believe they didn't add horses until somewhere in the release, so that was years later. I think having them was such a huge deal back then, and as somebody who plays Minecraft beta still nowadays, it's just very nice to have these horses. And the thing is, so the Pegasus, for instance, has a really low spawn rate, right? That's like a 1% spawn rate, but you can actually breed the horses as well. And there's this whole system. I haven't looked into it that much, but there's like this hierarchy in horses, and depending on how you breed them, you can get like the different breeds and unlock them, which is a very cool way of doing it. So yeah, that's about everything I wanted to talk about for the Emo Creatures mod. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to share your thoughts, or share your own personal anecdotes with this mod, or your opinion about it, or you know, whatever. I really enjoy listening to your comments, or reading your comments, I should say. It's just so much fun to, you know, see actual other people's opinions about stuff and hear your stories. So yeah, feel free, because I really enjoy reading them. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.